So here's something different and interesting. I have another channel where I solve puzzles such as Wordle and Sudoku and things like that. And I was having ChatGPT try to solve a Wordle for me, and it ended up being a longer thing than I felt like the puzzle viewers would be interested in seeing. So we're gonna do that here. I posted the short version over on my puzzle channel. Link in the description if you're not familiar with that somehow. But this is going to be basically me trying to see if I can get ChatGPT to solve a Wordle. If you're not familiar with ChatGPT, it's an artificial intelligence that's been trained to be able to sort of think in a way. I guess it depends on what your definition of think is, but effectively it can think. It's not just programmed. You can make a program to solve a Wordle that says, use this word, if this, then that, and it kind of goes through the steps of solving a Wordle, and that's not really that complicated. But this has not been programmed to solve Wordle. This has just been taught things, kind of like how you would teach a person things, and then they would use the information that they've learned and apply it to a new situation. So it's sort of doing its best with the information that it's learned to try to figure out how to solve a Wordle. So I think it's pretty interesting. If you guys like this, let me know. I might do some more stuff with ChatGPT in the future. But here you go. Here's ChatGPT trying to solve a Wordle. I think. So we're just going to ask it. Let's see. I want to ask it first, do you know how to solve Wordle? There was some interesting things yesterday with the it knowing the rules of Wordle. It seemed like it knew the rules, but then other times it didn't seem like it knew the rules. All right, so it says, I'm aware of what Wordle is, how it works. I don't have the capability to solve it in the same way a human player would. Well, we're going to see. 6 attempts, 5-letter word. Yep, okay. Oh, wow, it's giving us a lot more than I expected it to. Key to success, here we go. The key to success for Wordle, we should know this. Use a combination of critical thinking, word knowledge, and a bit of luck. Sounds about right. All right, so, okay, well, let's just say, what is a good starting word? A good 5-letter starting word for Wordle. We'll let it decide a starting word this way. Let's see what it says. Yesterday it said gleam, which was interesting, and it had some interesting reasons for why it chose gleam as well. It's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. I can't provide a specific word to use as the starting word for Wordle. Okay, here are some tips. We don't want tips, we want a word. So it's giving us a list. And interestingly, it's giving us a word that starts with each letter of the alphabet. And a lot of these are not great starting words. Pizza? Pizza is not a good starting word. I mean, if you're going for a word with a Q, quilt isn't terrible. But Xerox? Wow, this is the longest response I've ever seen. Well, this isn't what I was hoping for. Okay, well, interesting stuff. I do like that it says this part here about a word that you can easily visualize, which helps you to mentally manipulate the letters and look at different combinations. I like that. That's really neat. And I like that it's saying a mix of common and uncommon letters. So you increase the number of possible words you can guess because of the common letters, while also giving you a better chance of guessing the correct word because of the uncommon letters, I suppose. Common 5-letter words that might be good starting words, and it gives us an alphabet, like a word with each letter of the alphabet. That's so weird. It's so weird, the things that it does sometimes. Okay, well, that was not what we were hoping for. Yesterday I specifically said, can you suggest a starting word? Let's try that. Can you suggest a 5-letter starting word for Wordle? I'm gonna trick it into solving this Wordle one way or another. As an AI language model, oh, just give me a word. Storm. There we go. Okay, storm. This game is randomly selected. Yeah. Stop. We don't need all the qualifications. Just give us a word. All right, we're just gonna go with storm. It's gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna go with storm. It's chatty today. Storm it is. Okay, so yellow R, interesting. So Based on feedback. Okay, well, I'm about to give you some feedback if you... I could hit stop, but I was trying to let it finish what it was saying. Okay, that's good enough. All right. I guessed storm, and the S, T, O, and M were all gray. The R was yellow. It should know how Wordle works, but I'm trying to make sure it doesn't get confused like yesterday when it was suggesting like 8-letter words. Meaning it was in the answer word, but not the 4th letter. What would be a good 5-letter? You know, I'm not gonna tell it 5. I want to see if it's smart. It should figure out that we're doing 5 letters here. What would be a good follow-up word? It's gonna say, as a language model, I cannot suggest. Okay. Oh, what? All right. Well, there was some sort of error, and now I've lost. All right. I'm gonna start a new chat. All right. There we go. I'm just gonna start fresh. Yep, that's literally what I said. With this in mind, a good follow-up word might be brick. It shares the letter R with storm and does not contain any of the letters that have been ruled out so far. Okay, there we go. This is what I was hoping for. It tells you it can't solve Wordle, but if we, force feed it the information. Okay, brick. There we go. Sorry. All right, there's brick. I gotta remember to remove the ChatGPT thing when we're doing this. So we've got the yellow R's. Okay, so now we're gonna go tell. So I guessed brick. Can you suggest a good follow-up word based on the information you provided? I'm curious if it still remembers the information from storm as well. Grape. Oh, but it's the R still in this. Oh, it still is just focusing on the R not being in the 4th position. Interesting. It didn't catch on that the R in the 2nd position from brick. So do we go with grape? I think we just let it be. We let it be stupid. We go with grape. Okay, that was really good. All right, I guessed grape. All right, let's see if it figures out the position thing, or if it's still trying to put the R 2nd. If it guesses something like grave, I'm gonna be disappointed. Or grade. I guess I should look at it and see what would I guess? What would I guess here? Raged, maybe? Raged? Or maybe something with an ER, like anger. Anger is what I would guess here. That's definitely what I would guess. Come on, ChatGPT, come up with the word. All right, so it's finally, it was not working for a while there. I think maybe too many people were using it or something. Sometimes that happens. It seems to hang up and have some errors, but it's back now. Its answer is weird. So it says, based on, I told it about grape, right? Based on the information you provided, the answer word contains the letters G-R-A. Okay, so it's got that. With this in mind, a good follow-up word to guess might be fable, as it shares no letters with storm, brick, or grape. No letters with brick or grape. I mean, 3 of the 5 letters in fable are in storm, brick, or grape. And it does not contain the letter P, which you know is not. Since you know the letters G, R, A, and E are in the word, you can use the yellow squares from your previous guess to help you determine where those letters appear in the word. I don't know. So I guess we're gonna do fable. It's weird how it's so smart at some things and so dumb at other things. Like, fable is not a good guess here at all because, we know there's no B, and we know the E isn't last. I would probably guess anger at this point. But we're gonna go with chat. We're gonna go with ChatGPT, and there's an L. Okay. Well, that is interesting. So it's not anger. So what is, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to try and solve it for ChatGPT. We'll look at it in a minute. First, let's go back and tell it. I feel like at this point we might have the answer. Let's determine the answer. You continue to make education. Yeah. We know that. We know how to play Wordle. Possible next could be haste. It shares the. Okay, so it's not understanding the whole. Yellow means it's in a different position. I don't think it's understanding that because it's guessed the R in the same place twice. the E in the same place twice, and now it's suggesting to guess a word with the A and the E, and S and T, which was not in. Okay. I like how ChatGPT tells us, good luck. That's funny. All right, let's reword our question. Let's say, I'm playing Wordle. So far, I know the answer word does not contain S, T, O, M, B, I, C, K, P, F. Well, let's just go with this. It does contain the letters R, G, A, E, and L. What might the answer be? Let's just go with that. We won't worry about what positions the letters are in. Let's just see if it can. All right, so first it's gonna parrot it back to me. Glare is one possible answer. Another possible answer is regal. Well, it's not glare. It's gonna be regal. Okay, I'll say we also know the answer word does not start with G, because we do have the yellow G there. So, do you think the answer is? We know the answer word contains a G, does not start with a G. Oh, weird. It doesn't understand. So, interesting. I told it contained a G, and then I told it doesn't start with a G, and it says, oh, well, it doesn't start with a G. And it sort of just overrules the previous information about the G, I guess. Very interesting. So I'm going to say ChatGPT failed to solve the Wordle. The answer is clearly regal. It's weird because it's so smart about some things and then so dumb about other things. So the answer is obviously regal. There we go. Yep, it was regal. Huh. So it's weird that it doesn't seem to understand the concept of putting the letters in a different spot, but it understood not starting with a G. And early on, it understood the concept of the R in the fourth position in storm, and let's put it in a different spot in brick. So it seems to kind of understand, but kind of not. Interesting. Well, there you go. ChatGPT was unable to solve the Wordle. Maybe because of how I was asking the questions. It does make a difference sometimes. If you word your questions the right way, you can get different responses from it. So anyways, all right, so there you go. So ChatGPT can do a lot of amazing things, but solving Wordle is not one of them. So anyways, I think it's pretty interesting. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more stuff with ChatGPT, or you don't really care, not interested in it. I know it's kind of the hot thing right now, which my instincts are therefore not to do ChatGPT because it's the hot thing right now. But let me know what you think. And if you haven't done Wordle for some reason and you found this interesting, go check out my other channel where I solve lots of puzzles like this. You might find those interesting too. So it's right up there. And if not, then here's a different video that YouTube thinks you'll like that doesn't have anything to do with Wordle.